ladies and gentlemen, and fools from all over. Welcome to the first episode of the Fools Podcast. We're here today with Josh, aka Mr. Fool himself, the money-hoarding Matt, rambunctious yet idealized Jonathan, and the one who just has a private Skyrim because he plays it too damn much, Tim. In today's episode, we'll discuss our favorite video games throughout the years and put them toe-to-toe in a ranking tier list, which could go swimmingly or could just end up in pure bickering nonsense. So sit back, relax, and find out which it will be. Enjoy!
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of the Fools Podcast. I am your host today, Josh. I am joined today with John.
Hi.
Matthew.
Hola.
And Timothy.
Salutations.
Oh, fuck off.
And in this first episode on the podcast, we're going to be talking about our favorite games. We made a list of 10 games that we just grew up playing, and we're going to do a tier list of them. So it's going to go from like S tier down to, I guess, like, what do you guys say, like E, F tier, whatever.
F
Tier for unplayable.
Yeah, and then I guess C tier will be like mid. That'll be like the medium or standard or whatever.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hey, if C was barely passing for me in school, good enough for this.
Same.
Oh god. Oh god. What's wrong? I gotta mess around your orders real quick. Jesus Christ, I have John up to like 180.
Sorry, it's about the same for you normally.
Because his mic is always up. He forgets to put it down.
It's down. See, you hear it? It's down.
I'm saying we can't see it, John, because you have no video playing. So
It's probably a good thing.
yeah. But like we do, I have video showing on Twitch. But if you're someone who's just listening to it, there's really no point. But we can see each other, but you possibly can or can't. So this will be interesting. You guys wish you could see us, but you can't because you're possibly driving or just listening to us while you're cleaning or some shit because you're an asshole.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, okay, damn.
That's how we're gonna start this.
I was going to say something simple like they're just laying in bed being a bum. But
Or
you
that
know.
too. No, that too. Yeah, definitely. Nothing wrong.
First episode. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Immediately insult.
You all can just lick my taint, all right?
Damn.
Nothing
Okay.
wrong with that. But before we get into it, how's your guys' week been?
I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm off the entire week, so I've been living like a bum.
Wait, what do
waking
you
up in
mean you're off the
afternoon
entire? Why are you off the entire week for?
Because my birthday's, Saturday, and
Oh,
I
so
decided I wanted the whole week off.
Okay, you requested off you
Older
requested
me.
off for your whole birthday week. All right, makes sense. Me, I only take one day off my fucking birthday, and that's it.
I take the day before and the day after.
Oh well, these are freaking fan. Listen, I have almost 170 hours of PTO time. I'm not even fucking using it. I used my PTO time for vacation, and that was it.
Wait. What PTO did you start with?
No, I have almost 170 hours of PTO.
That's what you get each year?
No, that's how I have in total.
Yeah.
I forget how much I accumulate every 1,000 hours I work, but
I hate this. He gets more PTO time than I do each year. Fuck.
Well, wait, do you get PTO or do you get like vacation time?
It's all grouped together. Every vacation, it was all grouped in just under PTO.
Oh,
I get like 144 hours.
all right. Yeah, because I think I have like maybe, because like you, it like adds together my PTO time and like sick time. So like I think I have like 10 hours of sick time and again like 165 or 170 hours of PTO. But I never actually bothered to check what it was now from what I used.
You only get like 10 hours of sick time?
I don't know. I guess I can use the PTO time for sick time if I wanted to.
Oh, before they mashed everything to get together, we got 3 days of sick time.
Oh well, fuck me, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Change the stream over.
No, we're not streaming this on the hub. This is the wrong site, there, buddy.
What do you mean?
This
You could do that here.
no, this isn't OnlyFans or some shit.
I don't know. It's perfect.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of hot.
Uh-huh. How about you, Tim? How you been?
I've been okay, just busy with schoolwork.
Oh yeah, how's that project viewers going?
I didn't even start yet. I just sent a project proposal to the professor. That's it.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
So wait,
Probably
how,
getting started next week.
oh. So wait, how's that one partner of yours that has my name?
He is actually a very fun guy.
So he's a mushroom.
Jeez.
He is a mushroom. All right. Well, continuing on with our tier list. So how this is going to work is that we're going to do a point system. We're going to be using Jester tokens as this thing for the theme for our community Discord. And we're going to be using Jester tokens. This will be the sound when someone gets... Hang on, I'm on the wrong window here. This will be the sound when someone gets a point.
Oh, someone
Fair
dropped a
enough.
coin. Where's the fuck's coin?
Ooh,
Where's coin? No,
Where's
fucking
coin?
mine.
Fine.
So that sound we play when someone gets a Jester token. All right, that was just a free sound. That's no one else's point. But I will be excluded from this because I am today's host, and the hosts will rotate accordingly to episodes depending on who has the most Jester tokens in this episode. So I hope you guys are ready to fight over the Jester tokens. And remember, you have to try to convince me on why a certain game is on a certain part of the list. Like you can't just give me a bullshit answer. I get very lackluster. Where it's like, oh, it was good. This is why I chose it. Blah blah blah. No.
Or you can fight us.
Oh my. What? See, you gave him sound privileges. Why'd you give him sound privileges?
It's only a 5-second sound clip. You can't copyright it.
He's gonna fucking take our privileges away. Stop it.
Yeah, I'll give you negative points.
Oh, give him take his
I'll
money.
give
Take his
no
money.
for that, John. Negative points. You're now a
He
negative.
paid
one.
himself.
Yeah, if he's at -1. John's at -1. All right, so I guess we'll do by.
I
All
hope
right.
you choke on air.
Hey, he was choking on the little granola bar earlier. So
Yeah, you missed it. You missed it. All right, so I guess we'll go by the second oldest because I am the oldest, but means I'm not participating in the
Grandpa.
points. Yeah. So who is the second oldest after me?
Man,
Tim, your birthday was what, later in the year, or early in the year?
Early in the year.
you don't remember his birthday? Shame.
No, I have it written down. I have everything written down. I can't remember shit. I guess I'd be second oldest. Oh wait, no, Tim would be. This is earlier in the year. Old king.
Old king. Oh god, excuse me.
Yeah, well, go ahead, Tim.
So wait. Do we have to go back to the lists we sent you?
I just read down the list one at a time, explain about each game.
He took his damn headset off. Hey, Josh.
Yes.
Do you have a list that pops up, or do we have a?
You can have
We
your.
just have to go.
You can look at your list. That's fine.
Oh, so we're just going from ours.
Yeah.
I remember you said at least one other person has to know what it is for it to be acceptable.
Yeah,
or do we just?
Like we don't have to have the game per se in our list, but as long as someone knows it or plays it, whatever.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm pretty well versed.
We'll
Yeah.
just play the guessing game then.
Yeah. All right, then.
Oh,
All right, Tim. Look at your list, and again, can't doesn't have to be in any specific order.
My list.
I'm gonna go snip my list.
Yeah. Fuck. What the fuck was that? Was that a burp?
Maybe.
Did it come from John's mic? It may have not been a burp.
I was saying it sounded far away, so I thought it was like a fart or something.
Maybe it was just a burp.
Oh, a little burp, yeah.
No, John does this every time he fucking farts over the mic. He does it. That's what it was.
I'm not that bad.
Uh-huh. All right. With the burping, maybe. The tooting, you're not. That's me. That's my fault.
I guess I'll start with the oldest then.
The what?
The oldest game
Yeah,
in my
sure.
list.
All right.
All right.
So the oldest game on my list is The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And how I feel about the game.
I can see.
well,
I'm gonna say I can probably see you making it like an S tier or something.
maybe.
It's Elder Scrolls. It's all gonna be S.
First off, it's an open world RPG with tons of engaging quests
Uh-huh.
with a beautiful, vibrant world.
Yeah.
The quests in Oblivion, I say, are mostly actually better than Skyrim
Mm-hmm.
because of its side quests and faction quests. Like the Thieves Guild quest line, the Dark Brotherhood quest line are like the best in terms of like storytelling in Bethesda games, I would say. And what I love about Oblivion and these games in general is the freedom of choice, the lore, the world itself. And Oblivion has retained RPG elements that were lost in Skyrim, such as picking classes and attributes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's such a big fantasy game with lots of surprises along the way. I would say probably A tier.
Oh wow.
Nothing like nothing groundbreaking, but
Wow.
still like very high.
You know,
Shook.
I'm gonna say I'm very shook too. I thought there'll definitely be an S tier for Tim.
You know, I'm going to put Skyrim on S tier, so that's why.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Well, how you guys feel? I mean, I never played Oblivion. I watched the gameplay videos of it and all that stuff. That doesn't mean I don't like it or anything per se. It's kind of like how I feel with Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Like, even though I'm not a big fan of like actually no, a better example would be Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a legendary game in its own right. Even though I didn't have fun with it, that doesn't mean that other people didn't have fun. Yeah, I know. I fucking suck. You can sue me later. All right. But yeah, I know Elden Ring is a good game in its own right, and it can definitely be a good game of the year to most people.
Oblivion
I was
doesn't
gonna
have
say,
that
it was
difficulty.
Game of the Year.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was Game of the Year. wasn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't watch the Game Awards. I don't know.
Neither did I. I just waited for the fucking news article.
No, I never read that article then. But do you
I think
guys?
it was.
But
Correct me if I'm wrong.
but do you guys agree with Tim's A tier?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of people like that just absolutely love the game, and there's a lot of like hidden weird ass mechanics apparently in the game that are like people really love.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, you can get the goblin tribes to go to war. I didn't know that was a thing. That's
Yeah,
weird.
that's a quest.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
in Oblivion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can like perpetuate it forever. It's actually kind of funny. The guy was like breaking it, and they just literally would just never stop fighting each other. It was great.
I mean, honestly, I'd probably put it on to an S. Friggin' just chilling out to the music in the background.
I feel like
Friggin-
Oblivion is one of those games like,
Soundtrack is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
but I feel like Oblivion is also like one of those games to where like, you can just find a nice spot and just observe and take in the scenery. I think,
That is the game to do it.
yeah. All right, well, Tim.
Oh, it's also an S in my book because of the alien ruins. I fucking love those places. I could spend
Finding the
hours
Welcome
just going through them.
stones, hoarding them.
Yep, hoarding the Welkit stones, the Varla stones. Oh, good times.
All right, well, all right, Tim. While you are very detailed with your explanation on why you went with the A tier, John agree with you. I can agree with you. And then Matt said S tier, but I will give Tim 2 points. Tim now has 2. John has -1. Matt has no points.
2 is a lot.
The negative was legit.
Yes, it was legit. Come on, John. You gotta step up your game here. Your phone.
I fucking hate you. Fuck you.
Okay. I guess we can go with Matt next for his game.
Huh? Oh, I thought Tim was just going to go down his list.
I know. We'll go back and forth.
Oh, shit. Let me get my spectacles out.
All right, Grandpa.
I'm supposed to be the old one here, you fucker.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, but from 2005.
So the original one.
The original one.
The very first
Oh.
one. I have
There-
I have a lot of fond memories of that one.
Same. Some
Yeah,
more
from-
recent than others.
From the first, the thing neat though is like from the first Battlefront, it's like you had 2 maps for every planet.
Yeah.
But on this one, the campaign, the narration,
Mm-hmm.
that's what sold it for me. And then another big thing is the conquest mode.
A lot of conquest mode.
I would just hold out after a little bit just so I could build more ships after I have everything unlocked.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just like-
I totally forgot about the conquest mode.
Yeah, it's like I have like 3 ships. Come at me, bro. Another big thing would be the award rifle and the award pistol. I love those things.
Wait, didn't
John
they?
hates it.
I'm gonna say, didn't they have them in the second Battlefront as well? And that's why you won't try to get Battlefront on Steam because you're just like, oh, I don't want to work hard again to get all that shit. I worked hard to get all that stuff.
Yeah, I worked hard to get my award rifle and my pistol. I'm not gonna try that for again. No, just come play on the Xbox with me. Come meet your end.
Yeah.
So
I hated that. Those were
that
terrible.
so after probably a while, I probably put it at maybe I probably put it at an A rank.
Hey,
You
rank.
know, you got the replayability with the multiplayer. Play more with the award rifle and the pistol. Be a total badass.
Mhm.
Blow through enemies. You know.
Nothing badass about using a cheap gun.
All right, so
Nothing
far,
good is using broken
Can I
gun.
take
have-
John's money away?
I'm already at negative. You can't take
I'm gonna say
any
he's
more.
already at -1.
I'm in
Okay.
debt to the government. Leave me alone.
Oblivion, and then
IRS is coming to kill my dog.
All right, well, do you guys agree with Matt's?
I do agree. The game was actually really fun. I do remember playing it on the old school Xbox like ages ago,
Mhm.
more recently than that. That award rifle is bullshit, but if you're drunk enough and leaning sideways, apparently you just get god powers and you
I know, Matt.
dodge.
No, if John drinks, never play the game with him.
I was there when he freaking kicked your ass, dude.
That was the second time. The first time was just me and him. That's the worst part.
Mm-hmm.
He thought it was a fluke. It
Oh,
wasn't.
dude, it was so fun. Matt was getting so frustrated. He was just like, "What the fuck? How are you kicking my ass right now? You just gotta be drunk."
And I'm just like leaning sideways, just like.
Mhm. I think that was like one of the first
Maybe.
times really that I've seen you like really kind of tipsy from drinking.
Oh yeah, that was really early on in my drinking, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree. I agree with his ranking. I like it.
Well,
Game's good. Story's amazing. Conquest mode is just so fun. But yeah, the narration and definitely like the length of the campaign.
yeah.
It's just fucking amazing. Like
You
You
the
don't
heart of
see
the
nothing
clone's
like that.
voice.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like you get the feeling for the 501st. I mean, granted,
Yeah,
they
like
were-
what? Well, my favorite memories was when my brother and I played it on PS2, and like one of my favorite places for us to fight on was like Cloud City with like the platforms and all that, and then you had the 2 sky bridges on each end of the map, and right where the and like freaking the bridges have like openings on the side, so it's just always fun to throw grenades down the middle of the hallway to see all the enemies fly through the fucking windows going ah.
Wait, no need to kill Josh's thing here. I'm trying to remember. Josh, I think because you said Battlefront 2, right?
No, the first Battlefront.
Oh, I thought he was talking
I
about
was
2.
gonna
I'm
say-
just like,
No.
was there a Cloud City map in there? It's like, no, wait.
I was gonna say, don't sass me, Matt, or else you'll be with John.
'Cause I know what you're talking about. that little kill zone on the bridge. I remember that.
Mhm.
But I was just still on Battlefront 2. I was like, wait,
Yeah. No, the original Battlefront. The
yeah.
OG. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think, in my opinion, I like the campaign in Battlefront 2 probably a little more just because it had what's his name? That played Jango Fett. I forget his name. Hang on, I gotta
The guy
Google.
who played Jango Fett.
I gotta Google it. Hang on. Google. Jango Fett. Tamara Morrison. Tamora? Yeah, Tamora Morrison. That's him. That's who I remember. But yeah, just how he told the story in Battlefront 2, I was just like, oh, I like this one. But I like Matt. I will reward Matthew some points here. Hang on, I gotta find the damn button thing again. Here we go. Matthew got a point. So it's 1, -1, 2, Tim.
I'm still insulted by that.
It's your turn to make up for it.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, we're rotating. It's your turn.
All right. I guess it's my turn. I'll go to the GameCube days, and I'll go with. I'll just go in order because I'm too stupid to keep the list. Freedom Fighters for GameCube. So, a gist of the story. Essentially, you're a plumber in New York. No, you're not Mario, but you do go into the sewer.
Yeah.
You're plumbing for some activist at that time period, and no, not the woke kind. And she's just like warning against Reds. She leads like her own little thing, warning against the Russians or the Soviets at that time period. Actually, long story short, she ends up being right while you're in her house doing the repairs. You and your character's brother get attacked by what I'm assuming is like FSB agents or fucking VDV or something. I don't know. Long story short, you end up escaping. You get into the sewer. It has this whole story it actually gives you choices. So like each mission isn't just like one mission. It's out of 3. It's the main mission and then like 2 or 3 side missions. But the side missions determine how hard the main mission is. So it's just like, oh, this is the mission you have to do. But if you go here, you can take out their transportation, meaning there'll be less reinforcements showing up on you while you attack whatever, or so on and so forth. And I loved that because like you can either make it really easy while playing longer, essentially, or you can make it really hard and just play shorter. Now that's also back in the day of cheat codes too. So I had
when so-called cheating was like actually just meant for fun and not being a total dickhead.
My favorite one was fucking nail gun. Essentially, you shot them, they flung to the closest wall and just stuck there. That was my favorite for that game in particular. What was the other thing? The other thing about the game, I don't know. Like I said, the overall campaign wasn't all that bad. It gave you a lot of like options and okay. So the one mission where you gotta, have to kill like the leader of the invading Soviet forces. There was a cheese spot. Now I'm not sure if that's the cheese spot you were supposed to use, but you had to like jump on top of a I remember this really well. You have to jump on top of like a desk and like angle yourself, and there's literally like the tiniest hole where you can shoot them right through the gap, and it just gets them right in the face. The other way is literally going through like all these defenses just to shoot them up close, and I was just like, nah, I know how to run away from this spot. I'm not going all the way over there. Fuck you.
Yeah. Now this isn't the one game you said that was kind of like that toy soldier game I was when we were in the car one day.
No, that's Army Men Sarge's War.
Army, okay. I just want to make sure.
So essentially it's that was the other thing. You actually had a command point system too, so you can actually like command like multiple dudes to follow you around, and there was basic orders like follow, follow, attack, come back, normal shit like that. It wasn't all that bad. Now if you got really like particular with it, you could like really set up a decent like firing positions for your dudes, but that wasn't really all that important. But anyway, the game was pretty cool. There was a good plot twist in the middle, anime, betrayal kind of level shit.
Oh, that kind of cheesy stuff, or
Oh yeah, but it was
Yeah.
fucking great because you didn't see it coming. You just like come back and you're just like, "What the fuck happened? What's going on? I don't understand." And it's just like, it was me the whole time. I'm like, you motherfucker! But anyway, I loved the game. It was one of those games where, like, once I taught my brother to play video games, that was like one of the ones I had to like have him play with me. So I just needed another controller. Honestly, I could literally. Don't take this out of context. I can literally play that game by myself by just leaving the other controller open. But you know, I didn't want to because it was more lively when there was actually more people. Yeah, fuck you.
Careful if you're listening. Don't blame us, blame John.
Yeah, I said I could play it by myself. Anyway,
Yeah.
I taught him how to play the game, and the game had like a decent like. You didn't really have to aim. If you were trying to be precise, that's when you aimed. Besides that, the guy auto locked to whoever was close by anyway, so it was
Yeah.
fine. The game was cool. I could have swore there was other buttons to the game. I have a weird memory about that, but I'm assuming that's wrong. But I would rate this game as far as like everything included: story, gameplay, weapons, replayability. I'm gonna give it about a B.
A B.
Yeah.
And
And I'm
what-
gonna go with B for a very particular reason. While the game definitely, yes, had a lot of content as far as like what you could do, and the cheats made it just fucking fun as fuck. It still had the same outcome no matter what. I mean, that's before games really started doing that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like to the extent that games these days don't do that as much as they should. But like it was always the same outcome. You always had to deal with the same bullshit, and some of the maps were like beyond annoying to deal with, and not like too bad, but I don't know. I really did enjoy the game, but it's just like there were some things about it that were just like, nah, I wish there was more. Like I said, I could have swore there's a weird memory behind this, but I could have swore one of the vehicles was drivable. But I feel like that's just me thinking too.
Just one vehicle was drivable.
Well, yeah, because it's like you think about it, it's like you're walking around with your crew. This is also before all games had sprint. You literally walked at the same pace the whole fucking game, and I'm thinking, oh well, there's a car right here. Like I'm a fucking rebel fighting the fucking Soviets. I can just steal the crazy taxi that's parked right here and drive it back down the street real quick. Like it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But no, I'm walking for 5 minutes. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I'll give it about a B tier. Game was definitely fun, definitely
tier.
replayable, great with multiplayer.
I played the game. I actually really, really liked the game. I just love the I thought the story is very emotional. Well, at least when I played it for the first time. I love the the single player story that it had, and I thought the squad based gameplay was really cool. At least during this time when I played it first, during the GameCube era. I would probably say is maybe like a low A tier, maybe.
That's why I went
actually
B.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to go like A tier because I feel like we're just gonna throw a lot of our games there.
Yeah.
But I will agree, it is definitely like a low A tier. If like worst comes to worst, it's a low A tier.
Yeah. So Freedom Fire, as you said, right?
Yep.
All right. You got 8 point, John. Good
Yeah.
describing. Like I said, because I think Tim was probably the only one that played that game. I don't know if Matt did, but I never heard of it. I never played it, and if it was it just GameCube exclusive.
I don't know. I actually don't remember that much.
I think it was also for PC too. Came out for PC at one point.
Oh, okay.
I don't get to speak.
It's okay. All right.
My opinion was skipped over.
No, we're just gonna skip you in general, Matt. That's just how we feel about it.
Just to be honest, I've never heard of the damn game, so
I was at
it would have mattered anyway.
neither have I. So you're now one on that one.
John, when John said, I think I kind of remember there being like one drivable vehicle. For some reason, I just immediately remembered fucking Halo 2. On that multiplayer map, my stupid self out the Golden Warthog. Freaking like, oh, I get to drive this. It's
Mhm.
like, nope, doesn't exist. Probably like his vehicle. It don't exist.
It don't exist.
Mhm.
Well, moving on, I guess we'll just go to me. Now, with how the point system's going to work with me is, now I can't give myself points, but I will give someone else a point if they can give me a good I guess a comeback or reason why I'm choosing the type of list I'm doing or tier I'm doing for this certain game. So,
Mhm.
all right, I guess let's see here. All right, I'll start off with a. You know what? This is kind of hard. No, okay, here we go. John will probably appreciate this one. Papers, Please.
Oh my god.
Papers, Please. Now, even though it doesn't have much going for it with like action wise, like an FPS and all that stuff, it's very detailed with the amount of like you're pretty much a checkpoint guard where you're pretty much like, what is it? You're guard. Obviously, you're trying to check people in to the entrance of the city that you're in. John will probably correct me what the type of city it's in, but
It's Block City. It's,
yeah.
eh.
But like each level as you progress, it gets even more harder with the amount of stuff they throw at you for like what to check and whatnot. Because it's usually checking, okay, does a person match to the description in their photo, or like for example, if their birthday is matched and all that stuff. It's kind of like the same premise as what was it, that one game that just came out that I told John about earlier, but it's like a little more in depth because it's like you're checkpoint guard, but you're also doing like FPS stuff like side missions and all that stuff. But I didn't get too far in the story, but from what I played, it was very, I don't know, it was very interesting because random events happen. Like sometimes your checkpoint will come under attack and like the scene will end there because you can't interact with it like how you can in the other game. But like you can either be very nice to people, or you can either be like a total dick and just refuse people just to appease like the government and all that stuff that you're working for. But I think with Papers, Please, I guess. No, I think I would make this like a B tier for me as well. Only because like the story can be depending on how you feel about the game, but if you're really enjoying what you're doing, it's pretty I think to me it's meant to like help improve your memory a little bit. You know, you can kind of cheat in certain ways if you have like multiple monitors and have separate windows to check like what you want to see and whatnot. But I think with Papers, Please, I'll put that as a B tier for me. Well, if and I think John, you're the only one that played this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Papers, Please. I found it very entertaining. You can thank Jacksepticeye for causing me to play that. Because, you know, his glory on Stortska proud shit, you know, definitely got it. His bombasticness. Definitely some good shit. I'll say that much.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, the game was really cool. There was a lot of there was a lot of side stuff to do, and there was also a person trying to, you know, sell you stuff. If you got too much money, the government came after you. It was interesting, and then you had to like manage everything. Like, oh, are you gonna put money into, you know, the heating and medicine, or are you just gonna, you know, food and medicine, or food and heat, or, you know, so on and so forth to keep your family alive.
I'm in heat.
Okay.
But and John, I found the game I was talking about, the Contraband Police. That was it.
Oh yeah, they were fun though. But yeah, I agree with you.
You agree with me? Yeah. No. Just because I looked like you said, John, and because I like you.
Wow.
All right, Matt 1, John 2, Tim 2. Tim and John are tied. All right, Tim. Back.
That's right. John got his coin back.
Yep, John got his coin back. All right, Tim, back to you.
All right. For the next game, I'll be talking about Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, nice.
Now, this is a game where you can like play and play, and it will always be fun.
Toe cramping.
The gameplay is like so addictive. Just killing zombies, randomable characters, team play, and cool zombies called Special Infected.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiplayer and co-op, which makes the game much better. pretty much you go from point A to B and try to survive the hordes. The game uses an AI called the AI Director,
Aye aye.
which which
Aye aye director.
I know what you're talking
dynamically
about.
places enemies and items around the maps, which keeps things fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the AI Director might spawn a difficult enemy, such as the Witcher tank, if your team is doing too well. And there's a mode where you can play as the infected and try to kill the survivors. You also get the Left 4 Dead 1 maps in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Zoe is hot.
You know,
Oh.
So yeah, I would definitely say A tier.
A tier. You know, I still remember that one time when we played it, and I can't remember if I was streaming it or not. But like we were in, I think it was the lighthouse map. I think if I remember correctly, there was like a rock cliff next to a beach or something. And all I remember is either a charger or a tank. No, it was a charger. A freaking charger charged into fucking John and took him all the way down off the fucking cliff.
I remember that quote.
Yeah, I got flung off the cliff. I was dead.
Dude, that was such a good time. And I remember, and I know I streamed this because I still have video proof of it. Me and Tim were playing it together, and we're in the elevator, and for some odd reason, the game decided to bug out when I was meleeing Tim just to be annoying. And as the elevator was going up, Tim's character glitched through the fucking elevator, and all I hear is "Ah!" as it's going down the elevator shaft, and me and Tim were just like,
That was a long time ago.
I know. Me and you were just looking at each other like, what the fuck just what happened? Like that was
I
one
think
of
that was like the first clip you put on your Twitch, actually.
yeah, but that was such a funny ass moment. That and whenever John gets bullied from Chargers is always a good time.
Bully Charger. It's like the Chargers, the freaking anything. I used to get flung all the time. It was fucking nuts. It was hilarious though, because it's just be like 1 minute, it's just like, oh yeah, I got you guys, don't worry. Like I hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was Tim's ranking on it?
I said A tier.
It's here.
I would have to put it at a B. I agree with what Tim said. You know, Zoe too. I agree with all that. But for instead of Zoe, it's the witches for me.
Oh god.
But
Oh.
the thing is like yeah, going through the game, play it, everything, enjoy it, whatever. But then after a little bit, for me it just got a little, you know, it's like, I've already been through here like 10 times. So it's replayable up to a certain point for me.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think what helps it though is the modding community. With all the modding content and all that stuff and character skins and like maps. I mean, granted, some of the maps don't freaking work anymore because the modders haven't kept up to date with updating of the updates they put out 30 years. So like some of the maps I wanted us to try when we did play it, it wouldn't work because it was like out of date or something like that, which was really disappointing.
But I mean, it's still overall a fun game.
Yeah.
It still is.
Oh yeah, definitely fun.
You know, I'll give Matt a point because I kind of agree with Matt too. Like, don't get me wrong, I agree with Tim as well, and like the whole modding on top of it makes the game even more fun. But like, you can only play it for so much if like certain maps, like maps don't work, and all because of like certain updates and all that stuff. It can get kind of boring at times with just doing the same maps over and over again. And like we kind of tend to stay away from like competitive games nowadays because like we kind of get annoyed real fast with the
We just don't like humans.
yeah, we just don't like people. So yeah, I'll give
Like your own kind.
yeah.
I mean, I don't mind playing with other people. It's just I don't want to listen in game chat.
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
mean it's like
Hey Tenders, can you get that for me?
Sure.
Tenders,
It's like freaking Call of Duty. It's like when I did play it, I enjoyed playing it, but like I had to mute everybody because there's always a bunch of freaking 12 or even sometimes 5-year-olds in there cursing you out. And I don't need some freaking like 5-year-old calling me the fucking N-word, and I'm just like, what? I don't need to hear this right now. Like, what the fuck? Where's your mom?
See, if only you could just reach through the screen, strangle them, and then retreat back through the screen. See, that would make it all worthwhile.
It'll be like that flashback in Family Guy with the tricks rabbit, and it's like say a rabbit choose for kids. You shall. Snaps their fucking neck.
Just pop out the TV. What you call me? No.
Just fucking bitch slap the kid.
Bit slap him and just be like, oh, you got pizza rolls? And just fucking go away.
Just, or you know what? The mom comes down the stairs. He just sees you peer through the TV screen. Just takes the pizza rolls, looks at her, and just goes back in. And then you'll just be like pointing at the kid. You know what he did.
No, jeez.
Yeah,
You're responsible for that spawn of Satan.
He came out of you. He's your responsibility. Teach him manners.
Well, I'll be back.
Anyway, that was a waffle.
It was.
Yeah.
Alright, so Left 4 Dead 2 tier B. Dead 2. Okay.
Pills here.
But yeah, okay, so it's a tie right now. It's all a tie, you're all tied.
Pills here.
Pills. Alright.
Draw.
Oh my god, is that a knee?
Yes, it is a knee.
Ew.
Ooh.
Ew, high knee.
Oh god.
I have a high knee.
Josh, never again.
Meow.
Alright, Matthew. Move on.
List. Turok Evolution.
Turok
Is that
Evolution.
one ever you guys ever played?
I know of
I
game.
played it.
Oh,
I know of it.
oh, okay. So Tim played it. I remember I forced John to play multiplayer.
Yes.
He did not like that. So, Turok. Yeah, that's yeah, that baby's gonna, that baby's gonna be an S for me. It's gonna be an S for me.
S tier. Oh, our first S tier. Why is it an S tier, Matt?
So, beautiful music. First of all, beautiful music in the game. Nice cinematics. So basically, you're in this. I should start from the way beginning before that. Okay, so a Native American tribe out in the Midwest being raided by Union soldiers, and guy's got his peacemaker shooting the back of this one Native American. Then your character comes out, chops his arm. Some stone lights up. You guys fall off the cliff, transport to a new world. It's got dinosaurs.
I'm a dinosaur.
That's gonna be a plus from Tim. It's got dinos. It's got these reptile soldier dudes called the Slag. Yeah, and you're kind of bringing order to that world. Running through, killing dinosaurs, T-Rex. That's like the third or so mission. Fuck that thing. It's still I don't know why T-Rex is terrifying me in that game. The best weapon mid-game is the flamethrower because, oh my god, just setting enemies on fire and it's messed up. They just scream and it's just like, oh my god, this is an awesome weapon.
I was legitimately about to ask that. I was just
saying,
like, hold on.
when is a flamethrower never not fun in video games? Like you got the Turok, like you're talking about, and freaking Battlefield 1 with the flamethrower. Like, come on, like it's always fun to keep burning people.
See, but the thing is that the weapon that goes above the flamethrower is the minigun and the shotgun, because at that point you're just blowing limbs off the enemy and you're watching them flop around a little bit. Yeah, I may have had a very sadistic gameplay with this game, just blowing people's limbs off. That was a good sell point. At various points in the game, for your rocket launcher, you can find a nuke.
Oh god,
that was fun. Nukes were fun.
So wait, it had gore in it?
Dude, the intro title, like when you start the game, has a dude getting a tomahawk to the face, blood splatters all behind him.
Oh god.
It was
That's
that's
a,
what you get for crushing a dragonfly in your hand, you bastard.
that's a good way to start your day. Just an axe to the fucking face. Wakey wakey.
The coolest
Facey.
the coolest sequence of maps is the city that floats in the canyon. It's held by tethers on each side of the canyon. Like it's a very beautiful design. The interior, exterior of the whole city, it was beautiful. But you get that moment in the game, you get the bone or whatever. It's when you release the tethers and you watch the city fall into the canyon. Like that was awesome. Then you go on to save Galliana, another city. It's a very bright city. You don't get to go in it. You just fly around outside of it. It's like I kind of want to visit it.
Oh god.
But then after you help them, you come with some soldiers. You meet up with the Union soldier that fell in the portal with you. He's got a robotic arm. He's on a T-Rex. I think it's a T-Rex. It might be some form of Carnotaurus, something like that.
I think I'm more astonished of how much of this game that you remember.
This is the shorthand, Josh. I can go
Yeah,
level by
yeah,
level. if
Yeah,
you
no,
want.
we have a time limit here, so
Yeah.
Yeah. It's at the end. It's at the end. It's at the end. Yeah.
It's at the end.
So, because I had the Xbox version, which is the best version, because PlayStation had sensors. Xbox version, they didn't have sensors for the end. So when you kill him, he's like, "Oh, I'll see you, and we'll continue our battle in hell or whatever." As you walk away, Compies come over.
It was censored.
Compies come over to eat him. On the PlayStation, the music and the fade to black just happens. On the Xbox, he is screaming as they chomp at him, and then it fades to black.
Oh,
PlayStation, fucking pussies over there. But yeah, I really wish they made another game after that, continuing
Jeez.
Tall-set story. But yeah, it is a very nice game. Very frustrating. You will drop F-bombs at certain levels.
Jeez. You know what, Matt?
Because welcome.
For all that was a lot of detail. I reward you with 2 points.
Oh, thank you. Good.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Honestly, all I have to say about the game is screw the flying sections in the game.
Oh, Tim, yes. There's one section in particular where you have to fly through a crystal cave,
oh, fuck that.
and you can easily get turned around and smacked directly into the wall. Fuck that thing.
There is.
Also, in multiplayer, you could play as a raptor. So
Yes.
that's fucking awesome.
Two different raptors. There was I think it was a gray or green, or it was a blue and green.
Yeah.
Good times.
So this is Twerk Evolution, you said?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm typing this in. John, what's your,
My next game.
Yeah.
Next game is Medal of Honor European Assault.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
That was a good one.
Oh yes. See, I don't really remember beating it, but I'm.
This is when EA was fucking good. Back when EA fucking cared about their freaking community and shit.
Exactly. Anyway. Oh no, I got more to that. Anyway,
he just says the game. That's it.
yeah. Literally, for some strange, I don't know if maybe it was just the game or how they did it or whatever. I felt like I had the best, like, graphic for the Medal of Honor games at that time period. Now I know they all had graphics that were different, but I felt like Medal of Honor European Assault just looks different in my memory. I don't know.
Mhm.
It looked really nice compared to like Frontline and Airborne. For some strange reason, European Assault just like sticks out of my head. I don't know. Anyway, I loved those missions. I loved absolutely all of them. I remember when I first started playing it, and I was terrible. I used to just redo the beginning missions over and over, which was I think what the raids and shit that you would do with the
Yeah, I remember doing that too.
Yeah. And I liked the squad control system as well. That was pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the healing, which was actually more of a pain in the ass because
Well, you had to find bandages, right?
yeah, God forbid you take too much damage and you can't find bandages for a while. I think that's also where I like learned to really love like bolt action rifles as well, because I like really love the Kar 98. Like I'd pick that up like all the time just because I knew it was a one shot kill. What else? Yeah, overall it was actually really good. Now, this is like, as far as like this one particularly, my second best choice for this exact like choice would have been I didn't put it in my list, weirdly enough. Fucking Rising Sun, Medal of Honor Rising Sun.
I remember that one. That was the one
That
with
would
the
have
Pearl
been
Harbor,
that.
right?
Yep, that would be another one to put in this place, but I'm picking this one because I had a squad to control.
Mm-hmm.
I actually kind of like really liked it. Now, granted, the AI weren't the best, but they weren't terrible either. You know what I mean? As far as the multiplayer, split screen multiplayer, as it was at the time period, it wasn't really the most amazing thing in the world. It was literally just, you and your friends, split screen. So, me and Gabriel, when I taught him how to play shooters, it was all right. It's not as fun. It wasn't the because it wasn't the same level as Rising Sun. Like Rising Sun, you could put the bots.
Yeah.
I don't think European Assault. I don't think the bots were even available. So like that's the other part that kind of like brings it down. But anyway, yeah, European Assault overall, the campaign was fucking phenomenal. That's why I even brought it up in the first place. I'm gonna give it about a B as well, because it's just like, as far as replayability, there's definitely like, yeah, you can always do it differently. You can always do certain boards better, whatever.
You can,
but
turn
like, I just
cheats on.
Huh?
You can turn cheats on.
That's it. That's the other thing. But on top of that, I felt like, I don't know, I just really enjoyed like a lot of the aspects of like what it allowed you to do and so on and so forth. So yeah, solid B. I would say it's like, yeah, it doesn't compare to Rising Sun, but as far as like, multiplayer that way. But as far as like its campaign, I felt like it was really beautifully done. I really liked the mechanics that it allowed you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the campaign was actually really enjoyable because it threw you all over the place. You were in different theaters of the war as well, so it wasn't like you were just doing the thing with the British or doing something with the Americans. Like you were with the Soviets for a little bit. You were all over the place. It was pretty cool, and I really liked that. Ooh,
You're at 3.
Money.
But yeah, like going on to the EA thing. This is like back when EA was good, before the standard for making video games before it was today. Like a lot of developers were bitching. I'm gonna bring up this drama because it has to do with gaming. But freaking the whole drama between Baldur's Gate 3, devs were saying, "Oh, this shouldn't be the new standard for video games. Sans shouldn't have this high of a standard." And I'm just like, what are you talking about? This was the standard for making video games fucking 20 years ago. When you actually fucking cared about your community making good games. Now, like, I can't put all the blame on developers. It's mostly the publishers and their freaking shareholders and all that bullshit. But like, devs just like, I don't know. That's why I'm just like, I feel like developing companies should just stay to themselves if they have the money, rather than going with a publishing company. Because that way, like, for example, developers of Baldur's Gate 3, Larian Studios, forgive me if I'm saying their name wrong, freaking they published their game and developed it themselves, and the game's well over 100-something hours long, possibly even more if you do all the side content. And like, just the amount of like things you can do in it, like creating your own story revolving around the story, what your choices are, good or bad, reflects the story, like in-depth, I wouldn't say in-depth character creation, but the character creation is pretty decent for what it is. And like, just the gameplay in general is enough to keep you hooked on it for hours on end. And you can sometimes be in Act 1 for 80 hours without even scratching the surface of the fucking game, because people are just grinding to level up. Like, I think me and Tim are the only ones that can really speak about the game. But like, I don't know. It's just it gets me mad with how games are nowadays, and they have the audacity, like, for most of these developers to charge $70 for their half-baked fucking game, and then charge an extra $20 to $30 for expansions that don't even freaking make any fucking sense.
Prioritize the good single-player experiences, not the one with like microtransactions and battle passes.
Yeah, exactly.
remember when there was no such thing as like a live service or any of
Mhm.
that shit. Like whatever you put on that disc and sent to people was it. That was it.
Yeah.
No, like, there was no fixing it. If there was a bug, guess what? It was exploited and people loved it or hated it.
Not only that,
Shit.
not only that too. Like with how technology is now, developers can update their games online. Whereas if they wanted to fix a bug in their game, they had to go in, fix the game, but make a whole new copy of the said fixed game. So you have to go out and get a whole new copy of the new version that wasn't broken.
That's how it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a neat thing with being able to fix stuff when you didn't have the online thing. Turok Rage Wars for the Nintendo 64 came in a black cartridge, and there was a glitch in the multiplayer. So they were like, "Oh, send in your cartridge. We'll send you a new one with the fix."
Hmm.
And they sent you a great cartridge with the fix, and you could play multiplayer again.
Wow.
Ah.
See?
I actually never heard of that.
And now the black cartridges are rare as fuck and expensive.
Wait, how much is expensive?
I didn't look at it. The YouTube
Oh.
video is playing in the background, so
Oh, okay. I'll just take your word for it then.
take the Jew's word.
Yeah.
It's good as gold.
Yeah, but overall, today's gaming industry, it's kind of getting better. Not really. There's like a few diamond dozens out there to make great games that are worth the money. Like I didn't know Starfield was worth $70 To me, that ain't fucking worth it from all the stuff I'm seeing and reading about on it.
Digital edition is worth more.
Yeah.
Or the special edition.
But like some reviewers I trust, like ACG, they said, "Oh, it's worth the full price." I don't really believe that, in my opinion. But again, I have Game Pass. That's another benefit with having Game Pass. You can get Xbox exclusives, most of them day one, without paying for full price of the game. But anyway, back on track. John said B tier for it. He got a point, so it's 4-3-2. Matt still is in the lead with 4. So, all right,
God damn it.
let me go back to my list here. Let's see here. All right, here's a good one. The BioShock series.
Oh, the whole series.
The whole series. I mean, my personal favorite, which has a lot of mixed opinions for some people, BioShock 2 is my favorite one. A lot of people say, like, what? That's the worst one. But in my opinion, it's my favorite one. I just like the whole story of you being a big daddy, and then, like, you get your own little sister. She gets taken from you from, like, this bitch that I can't remember her fucking name. All I know is that she was a freaking... she was a CUNT. Okay. And, like, fast forward into the future, your daughter is older now. You gotta try to rescue her because she apparently has telepathy and can freaking see you freaking hang on, my video.
She can see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, my video feed was frozen for a second. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Frozen.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So she apparently has telepathy or whatever it's called, where she can speak to you in your mind, and because apparently what happened, how the lady took your daughter is, she pretty much tricked you or trapped you. She shot you in the head. You woke up in their revive chamber things, which pretty much only needs your DNA to freaking bring you back from the dead. And your whole quest is just to go on a pretty much rampage as a big daddy to save your daughter. And you get the whole bit. You get freaking a drill in one hand. You can use a gun in the other. But what made you special as this big daddy is you're part of the Delta series. So they were the ones that were able to use plasmids. And you can use any plasmid that any other person, character in the game could use. Lightning, fire. I think there was a bug one that was like a crowd control type of thing. And then you had traps and all that. And then you had the little sisters that are pretty much controlled by the woman to kill you so you don't save the daughter. And like I kind of like the ending because depending on your choices in the game, because there's like two or three different endings. And like the one ending, no, I'll start with the bad ending first. If you make all the bad choices as an evil character, you can pretty much get killed by the little sisters because you're evil. Because what happens? Because the other little sisters, they can give you gifts, or if you want, you can actually sacrifice them to make yourself more powerful, which leads you to the bad ending. And the good ending, I kind of like that a little bit more because like you make all the good choices, you save the other little sisters, you get gifts that gives you like health or other abilities, or sometimes plasmids, which didn't happen a lot, but it happened. And like just the end of the game, it just you save your daughter, you save all the little sisters, and you pretty much adopt all of them as your actual daughters. And like the ending scene is pretty much you laying in a hospital bed with all your daughters grown up, and they're holding your hand as you're passing away. And to me, it kind of brought a little tear to your eye if you like really enjoyed the game. So like, and like for me, I wouldn't say this game's S tier, but to me, I would say BioShock 2 is like maybe A tier for me. And then I guess to make it short, BioShock 1, it's the original. So I'll probably make that I guess B tier. And then BioShock 3, I guess because like I like the story in that one too. I'm not going to go into full detail about it, but it pretty much trips your brains at points too, which I kind of liked. So I guess I'll make that an A tier as well. Did anyone else play BioShock series besides me?
I played BioShock 1. I think like the Big Daddy design is like the best in gaming. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And you know, the plasmids are cool as well. I just love all the different abilities and utilize how it affects enemies. And yeah, like you said, the ending, the story, the plot twist, it's amazing writing. So yes, I think it's S or A tier.
A tier. John, Matt, did you guys ever play BioShock at all?
The first one a little bit. I kind of stopped playing. This was like I think when it came out for the PC.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped playing because I kept running out of bullets. Yeah, I kept running out of bullets, and I was just like, I can't really get past this part. I'm gonna switch to a different game.
You know what, Matt? Giving up too easy, you lose a point.
Hell no.
Yep. No, you lose a point. Gave up too easily with the ammo. You lose a point. Now it's 3-3-2. You and John are tied.
Okay. As we continue this, I'm gonna take out my my M9 and start cleaning it because obviously I gotta go put a cap in someone's ass.
Oh,
Josh.
Yes, Daddy, threaten me. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Don't make it weird now.
Yeah, Josh is like,
oh yes. All right, Tim. Moving on, back to you.
Alrighty, so next game is Far Cry 3.
oh yes,
You might be a little disappointed when I say.
it's okay.
Probably John the most.
Yeah. To be honest, I wasn't really attached to the story in the game. Pretty much just a guy getting high and saving his forgettable friends while trying to be an alpha male and dominate the island.
Sounds like something you heard off a YouTube video.
But it is an authentic RPG game, though the exploration could feel a little repetitive after a while. Pretty much go to this outpost, clear the enemies, do an Assassin's Creed synchronization on the radio towers. That could feel after a little bit. Most of the gameplay revolves around stealth, and quite frankly, I'm not a stealth guy. I know the main villain, Vass, is top tier.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
Vass is, to me, is the best character in that game.
Yeah, the game itself is beautiful with the oceans and Pacific
Sweet.
Islands. Engaging animals in the game is cool.
Engaging.
The animal, yeah, the animal variety, basically. But
No one
the
said
multiplayer is pretty much just simple and lackluster.
No one said
But-
to get married to the animals, Tim.
But But B tier, I'll give the game, or high B tier.
I would agree on the B tier. My comment about the game. Yeah, I loved it mostly because of just the shit I was able to do. Burning people was probably my favorite thing to do.
Kind of
Like,
terrifying.
literally-
Favorite thing to do in every game.
I know, but like there was something about it in 3, like just running up to a group
Something
of them
about a guy screaming in pain.
and just catching them all on fire and watching them do that little dance, and you're just sitting there, just like, yeah, there's something wrong with me, but it's okay. Another thing about the synchronizations, the Assassin's Creed style synchronizations, I think that was an Easter egg actually. So the reason I think it's an Easter egg, if you played the DLC, there was a DLC where you go into an old Japanese bunker. On the bunker wall was an Abstergo logo near the like fancy super weapon that the Japanese were making on the island.
Oh, I remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I had a picture of it and everything, and I was just like, wait, this shouldn't be here. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Why are these guys here? What are these guys doing? I got all like interested, thinking like there was more to it. But then I was just like, oh, well, I mean, maybe it's just like, similar publishing companies or some bullshit. I mean, they're all Ubisoft games, so I mean, it's just, they probably, they all do that.
Yeah, at this point, all Ubisoft games kind of rinse and
I
repeat.
was a little bit disappointed, and they keep doing this, so fuck you, Ubisoft. The AK freaking customization. Oh, it's the first weapon you get. Okay, why the fuck did you put a rail on it if I can't put anything on it? Those iron sights and especially for Far Cry 3, those iron sights on that AK were fucking god awful. And it was like the first weapon you got, and it's just like, okay, but there's a fucking rail on this gun. Anyway, don't want to waffle on that too much. Anyway, I did enjoy the game. I agree with Tim. It is a solid beer. A B. Beer. B. Solid B.
You think about beer way too much there, John. I think there's
solid B. The animal interactability was hilarious at best. Oh, at worst, sorry. At best, it was like definitely something to worry about. Like you're just like sitting there scoping at an outpost, and then a fucking cassowary shows up, and you just get like fucking torn apart by this like demon bird,
Mm-hmm.
or the other various animals that live there. And it's the same thing happened in Far Cry 4, but we're
Yeah.
not on that. Far Cry 3 definitely had a lot going for it. I did like the tatau mechanic as well. Like it actually like grew, like you saw more on your tattoo. Voss is definitely A tier, like fucking, or S tier, fucking like character development.
Handsome Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had everything going for him. It was just like he had the voice, the charisma, and they had like when they were like announcing the game, they had all those little short clips of him just being a fucking menace. And for some strange reason, I absolutely loved it. Like something about the chaoticness of him was really cool. My last comment though was that the game was originally supposed to be running the Frostbite engine, but they cut it at the last minute and changed it over. Hence why the game's destructibility and stuff was slightly different on release compared to what they showed. So like their initial alpha was like something different.
Well, wait. I thought no one else could use the Frostbite engine besides EA developers.
They were trying to work out a deal.
Yeah.
It didn't work, clearly.
No. Well, John, I gave you 2 points because of your description and all that. But I do agree. Like everything said about the game, like gameplay and all that stuff, story. I agree, but like I said, Voss is probably the best part throughout that whole game, and I know this guy probably has gotten enough praise for his acting in Far Cry 3, but he deserves a round of applause still because he was the best acting, in my opinion, in that entire fucking game. Like the character development for Voss was by far one of my favorite antagonist characters in the video game. And still to this day, I don't think I still have another favorite villain besides Voss.
And he came back.
Handsome Jack.
Yeah.
They did a DLC for Far Cry 6.
Mhm.
Anyway, they did a DLC for Far Cry 6 where all the bad guys come back and do like a more of a story, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, Handsome Jack is also, I guess he's like your Voss to us. I guess Handsome Jack, if I'm putting that correctly.
I heard he was a menace too.
Yeah.
He's not like a complete psycho, but
Yeah.
he's
He was hilarious. I will admit, Handsome Jack was hilarious.
And... Alrighty.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're done with the Far Cry 3 discussion. What do you think?
I think we're done. 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 I think
I'll agree with it all.
All right, well, John got 2 points, and Tim, I'll give you a point. All right.
Nice.
Matthew. Moving on to
Oh,
you.
fuck, wait, was my turn? Shit.
Wait, did I have it in that? Wait, I don't remember.
Give me a second. I'm placing an Amazon order.
Oh wait, no,
No.
I'm after Matt. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. What's he getting? I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder what's Matt getting.
Volumes. What was it? Volumes 10. Oh, show me the entire cart. Show me the entire cart, damn you.
What the hell are you buying on Amazon?
Volumes 10 through 16 of Monster Musume.
Of what?
Yes. Okay, but it's my turn. Okay. Oh joy. Let's see here.
Bee dragons.
Huh?
Sorry, you said here, and I said bee dragons.
I want
Yeah,
to
they
be.
be dragons.
Be a dragon sounds like it'll be fun though. Who wouldn't want to be a dragon?
Okay. Am I the only
Balls on your
person?
face.
Oh jeez. Am I the only person who ever played this game back on the old Xbox? Azuric Rise of Parathia?
Probably because I've never even heard of that.
Sorry, what language were you speaking?
Okay. Tim?
No, I haven't played it.
Huh. Does that disqualify it?
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
Make up something new real quick.
So Koikatsu Party.
Ooh. Can't talk about that here.
Hi, the Tasmanian Tiger.
Yes, I
Purple.
played it.
Holy shit, you played it?
Yes, I played it.
Damn, John.
Nope.
Okay, well, those two didn't have a childhood.
You both suck.
I had a better job.
So,
Game system.
So-
So I was 12. So.
Hey, you didn't know it. You didn't live until you played an Australian tiger with a boomerang.
You're right.
yeah, you didn't live until you played a game where you got different types of boomerangs. Freaking. Oh, so going with John's scary ass thing with the cassowary. So the game opens up with a giant robot that's piloted by an evil cassowary named Boss Cass. John.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh god, I remember that. I remember that
Dude.
name.
Boss Cass is fucking awesome. So yeah, your family goes to fight him with some boomerangs.
Mhm.
They were about to win, but then he pressed a big button, put a talisman with the other ones, and sent them to the dream dimension, I think.
Mhm.
So yeah, so they're
Dad.
there. You're just chilling out until you get sent somewhere. You collect little cogs, free some wallabies. There's each level has a bunch of side shit to do. Some of it's easy, some of it's frustrating. Josh, if you remember the snow levels where you had to find the koala kids,
Oh god, yeah.
I think his name was Booney. Fuck Booney, because I could
Mhm.
never fucking find him. I was always pissed I could not find that damn kid.
Where are you, little shit? You're gonna just stay buried in the fucking snow.
But yeah, you collected these rocks called Thunder Eggs. It unlocked areas, unlocked boomerangs. And each general area had a boss that would give you a talisman. First boss was like a giant boar.
Hmm.
I forget his name. Fuck. There next area it was just a giant shark which played creepy ass music, and it was hard to figure out how to beat him because you had to swim in the water and not be a bitch and stay above the water out of his reach.
I kind of sense this game had almost as much frustration as like with Spyro.
Possibly. Then there was the giant fluffy Yeti robot thing piloted by a lizard called Fluffy.
Yeah.
I think her name was Fluffy.
I mean, wait, did you ever beat the game?
I'm not gonna say how many times I played through it, but
I'm gonna say because
Enough.
I've actually never I played it, but I never actually beat it.
it gets so good towards the end. fucking when you like it's like the second to last area, or it's the area before the final boss. Yeah, it's inside Boss Cass's like evil headquarters kind of thing, but the music that plays kind of makes it feel like an espionage mission, like a James Bond kind of thing.
Hmm.
And yeah, then you fight Boss Cass on his giant ass robot, and you send him to jail. Now, while people's first introduction into furry or whatever is Lola the bunny, no, as a kid, mine was Shazza the dingo. So,
Oh god.
Oh
from
my
this game.
Oh god.
So you can blame this game for the furriness.
Oh damn you, you furry.
But oh my god, playing this
Nightmares.
game. No, shush. Playing this game is like it's like I want to collect all the boomerangs. Not in the game, just like real life. It's like I want these boomerangs.
Just give me all the boomerangs.
Especially the death rang. There's the doomerang. Okay. The death rang, you can control that shit. You throw it and you move it around and shit like that. It's like, ooh.
You know, I think I actually remember that too.
It was
Hey, shut up over there. I hear you.
when you throw it for the final boss, because you have to go inside the machine and move it around, you can't change it, but the controls are inverted.
Oh,
So you gotta play with inverted controls on an old system.
Damn it! Fuck you, John.
Nice.
Yawning boy.
So, what would you rank this at then, Matt?
Probably an A.
Wow,
'Cause,
really?
yeah, because Josh, from this list, I have screenshot it. I could call everything an S. I'll try to be a little different here and there. But I mean, yeah, this would be like an S. But I mean, yeah, put that at an A. It's like you could replay it until you've collected everything,
Mhm.
done everything, 100% it. Maybe replay some of the levels, but that's kind of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
Just the fact that you were reliving childhood for me. Here you go. No, it's 4-5-3.
Yeah.
John's in the lead.
We had a childhood. Those two didn't.
I know your guys' childhood sucked. You're missing out.
I was forced to stay outside until dinner time. I'm sorry.
I mean, so
You know,
so
there
did
were
I,
those-
but I can still
yeah.
play games. We had to take turns.
Nope.
Take turns.
Yeah. If one was playing a video game, the other one had to go outside or do something to keep them occupied.
Fair
Oh.
enough.
No,
Oh.
I was just shunned outside because hey, get off the damn Xbox, go outside and get some sun.
And look at us now. Still
I
don't
was
go out
gonna
in the
say,
sun.
look at
Still don't go out in the fucking sun. And I was in the sun all freaking last week.
Hey, I enjoy my
You
hermit
match
lifestyle.
your freaking like room paint color, man.
Shut up.
It
Shut up.
actually looks whiter.
God damn.
No, I got a pretty good tan on my like arms. I got good tan on my shoulders or
Yeah, so
anything. in my
your
neck.
color goes from looking like fresh white paper to looking like that slightly more natural paper that's slightly brown. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like
you know what?
tan.
Hey, it's a milestone for me, man. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Instead of looking like a lobster.
Achievement unlocked. All right.
Oh god, achievement unlocked.
Anyway, whose turn is it?
It's your turn.
Oh, cool beans. I don't know if anyone played this, so this might be skipped. Army Men RTS on the GameCube.
No, I did
Nope.
play. I did tell you I played an Army Man game, but not RTS.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna skip it anyway, but I'll give a little overview. It's an RTS game on a console, so you can already tell how hard.
Fucker, I didn't get a chance to overview Azric. Fuck your overview.
Quick, that's it. That's just quick. Look,
Yeah, what
because
makes it so special, Johnny?
Hold on. I have a reason. Hold on, I have a reason. Hey! I have a reasoning. Because if I would have kept this, if anyone else knew this game, it actually would have got a lower score because it was an RTS on a console, which was a freaking weird shit thing to do at that time period, and the controls were very cumbersome. But since no one knows my pain, then I'll skip it. So anyway,
You still lose a point, John.
oh,
Just because you think
Anyway,
you're so
fine.
special.
fuck you, Star Fox Assault. Anyone play that?
Nope.
No.
Gotta be
Nope.
fucking kidding me. Seriously? I wish Kevin was here. Kevin and I.
You know what?
fucking-
Wait. How about this? So, on one of my Raspberry Pis that have the emulators running on.
Wait. What? You're what?
Raspberry Pi. It's a little computer system.
It's cream pie.
I don't know that Matt.
Okay, well, you're not technical, yeah. So on the little Raspberry Pi I built as a RetroPie emulator station. Okay, I did put Star Fox on it, and I did
No, not that
play like the tutorial. Which Star Fox?
John's
This
just
is
like
Star Fox Assault for the GameCube. It happened after Star Fox Dinosaur Planet or something like that.
Okay, I don't know about Dinosaur Planet, but the little plane. You get like the tutorial. It shows you how to move the plane left and right, shit like that. Is that the old game or is it the second game?
No, it's a later game. It's like the third or fourth in the franchise.
All right, never mind. I've never played his
I'm
shit,
gonna
but I've
say,
emulated games later than his
John's
shit. Never
had
mind.
just about enough of you, Matt.
I was trying to bring up a Star Fox game that I did emulate for like 5 minutes to get him to tell his game, but nope.
That was another decent game too. I wish Kevin was here. Kevin would know exactly what I'm talking about.
he's
'cause
just
me and
like,
him
it's not the same, man. It's not the
Me and him
same.
used to go back and forth about the
We're
fucking
just shitting on
campaign
him
and
now.
everything. I know. See, I had a childhood. Anyway, next, I guess,
Yeah, and we've ruined it.
now that we're finally done all my classic GameCube games, a Battlefield 3 for the 360.
Yes.
No, I never played that.
Maybe.
I never played that either.
A large one.
Yeah.
Continue about this mysterious Battlefield 3.
Yeah, what is this? What is it? Yes, what is this field of battle?
Anyway, I'll go through what I think it is, what it is, and what I think it is in a second. Anyway, yes, it was a great fucking game, like Bad Company, but on a grander scale. Great gunplay, great gameplay, terrible netcode.
Oh, he brings out the netcode.
Yes, that was part of its life cycle. All right, and we all had to deal with it for the longest time. Sorry, Battlefield 3, but you did it to yourself. At least your developers did it to you. Anyway, yeah, the game was fucking amazing. The campaign was like, it felt really gritty. It didn't like hold your hand too much, but it did at the same time. I guess they felt like we'd probably run off and do whatever the fuck else.
So,
Otherwise.
hang on, let me cut you off real quick. Sorry to cut you off. All right, tell me about the campaign itself or just the game in general?
All of it.
All of it? Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to clarify.
I felt like they probably did narrow it. It was very a very linear campaign, but it felt gritty and fucking like crazy as shit. The whole bullets, the suppression system was pretty fucking cool with the somewhat realistic sounds. I have air quotes there. For the gun sounds and whatever. It was a really good game. I didn't mind the campaign. I was one of the few that I didn't really mind too much. As far as the multiplayer had plenty of things to unlock, plenty of ways to do it. If you paid for premium, you got the cool knife. And then
I didn't pay for shit.
I paid for it. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, it was cool because it's just like you had a lot of features that were available as well. The whole camouflage system, which yes, I did be a little controlling over that, but whatever. Fuck me.
What am I to do?
Yeah, go ahead. Anyway, so yeah, that was really good. Like the time to kill at some points, like during the multiplayer phase of it, was actually really cool, like really good. I wouldn't say it was the best thing because for some strange reason it felt like people killed you in 2 shots, but it felt like you unloaded a whole mag into someone and they finally died.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that's that whole netcode issue they had, but the game felt like, I wouldn't say immersive, but it was definitely very gritty and very just fun to play. It was like if you didn't know how to learn to play the game really quickly on multiplayer, you fucking died. And that's pretty much how I felt when we first got it, and we all got into it. Like I would play without y'all. I would literally just join a server and just play for hours on end, just trying to get even slightly better, and just it was nutty. But yeah, overall, I would say as far as the memories given and things that they did to the game, I'm probably gonna get it about an A tier.
A tier.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that was one of the first modern games at that time that revolutionized like FPS games, especially with the Frostbite engine, just because of like how good it looked, like with the lighting and shadows and all that, and like the destruction at the time was just so good for that game.
I loved those maps, and the best part was it's just like, I don't know, it just felt really cool joining in one of those like 1,000 ticket servers and just seeing like half the maps just like black craters, and it's just like, oh, how long has this battle been going on? Jesus Christ!
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I loved the whole purchasing your own server thing. I didn't mind that. You were able to customize a lot of things. I loved the customization that was available. I loved the gunplay. I didn't really mind it at all. The class system wasn't overly complex. It was pretty simple. You know, some people put weird scopes on some guns that don't really need them, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if I want my damn shotgun to shoot slugs across the map, I'm putting a damn
Yes, and we
ACOG on
tested
that.
it, and it works, but still, the fuck.
But I mean,
John's at
Yeah,
6.
yeah, John, I'll agree with you on that one, man. That was so great that one time. It was the harbor map. It was the US. It was US versus Russia on that one. Russia had the land, and we were on that team. We had what was it? We had, I think it was 2 tanks,
Mm-hmm.
and the other people were I think they had rocket launchers or whatever. Friggin' the entire time we just held the line at the harbor. US spawn couldn't get anywhere over us. It was just fucking.
Oh yeah.
That was like
I remember that. That was fun because it was all of us. Like I think I was a
can't
machine
tell.
gunner in that. I don't remember.
I can't tell if that was our kill streaks averaged at 40 or we averaged at 70 that day.
We
That
had
was
a really good
amazing.
one. That was a great battle.
That was you,
That-
me, Tim, Josh, Kevin, Chisel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was all of us. Oh yeah, and another thing to add to that. I mean, I know it doesn't really matter, I guess, but it was one of the few games that you had to level up the individual factions. Like it wasn't like, oh, you just leveled up. Here you go, more shit. It's just like, no, you had to level up Russia and America.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that a lot of the weapons were country specific. So like that
Yeah.
little bit of realism to me, I loved because it's just
That's
like, wow.
that's like something that DICE strayed away from in future Battlefield games. Like after, what did 4 have factions or no?
No, the 4.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 4 had China added, but it
Yeah.
didn't have like faction specific weapons. Whatever you had, and I thought that really hurt my brain.
Yeah, because I think even the bad community games didn't have that either. Like they had Russia and USA, but I don't think the weapons were faction specific.
Yeah, I liked that they were faction specific. So it was like the rocket launchers. Like the first stuff you got was all very faction specific. Afterwards, it was a little bit different. But yeah, no, I agree with Matt. We have some really good memories with that. We used to play those maps like constantly.
Metro.
Metro.
Now you usually even play
Harbor.
Battlefield will be no more.
No,
I have a reason.
that game's gay, and I don't want to redo any of the other ones.
Yeah, I don't have any of my shit anymore.
Yeah, and I said
I don't have, like, I worked hard to unlock all of my crap on the Xbox, and then I don't know why, for only a short amount of time they were just like they're like, oh, for a short amount of time you can move all of your stuff to the PC or whatever other version.
Yeah, it was
wherever
the
we're
one
playing
version.
before.
Yeah,
the one version.
Log into Battle Log again, and you can get your shit back, more or less.
But then, but for some reason they only ran it for a short amount of time, and I don't think I caught wind of that. So when we did get on to play, I was like, oh, let me go do this. And then I was told on the forums, like, no, you can't do that anymore. It's like, but my UCAV, my baby.
All the weapons sat there on empty ass servers trying to unlock.
So, yeah, I mean, that's what killed it for me. It's like I fought my war. I unlocked my stuff.
Yeah.
So Battlefield 3 is like most people peaking in high school. That's pretty much just like, that was the best. After that, I felt like everything was a spit. Like they were just spitting on the idea.
Hey, Backcountry 2 is like one of the best ones.
Oh yeah, no, I'll say everything beforehand was great. I'm just saying Battlefield 3 was their peaking. Like that was them peaking. And then after that, it was just like meh. You started to lose the realism and like the feeling of the grittiness of just like you literally just dead. You don't.
Yeah, like
Just die.
Battlefield 4 became a great game after they had to fucking fix it after almost like what 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Which it should have been a good game from the fucking get go, but yeah, to each his own.
Uh,
All right, like
my
my
points avoided and
See, but we're forgetting the really good Battlefield. Battlefield 2 Modern Combat.
never played it.
I've seen people play it.
Yeah,
on,
it's
Yeah.
frustrating. Never mind.
Like I watched the funny videos on YouTube. Don't get me wrong. Like that was like one of the pinnacle of YouTubers that had like funny moments and stuff, and like funny skits and all that. But I personally never played it.
Look, there's a mission where you got to defend yourself for a few minutes, and then I think it was destroy a train afterwards. Yeah, fuck that shit.
All right, moving on to moi.
Yeah.
And you will probably be
It's Josh's
surprised. You will probably be surprised by this next choice for me. Sword Tour.
So that's for me and Josh. And
Yeah.
John.
I refuse to play it because Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2 is the only thing there is.
Mhm. Now this is gonna be. I know I'll get mixed opinions on this one with you guys, but I think to me, for story alone for Sword Tour, I think it's worth an S rank. Just because the storytelling, the voice acting, and like the multiple possibilities, or I should say not possibilities, the multiple replay value it has, because there's so many classes on each side. Like it's like, I wouldn't say it's like the amount of content as like Final Fantasy 14 wise, but just enough, it'll give you enough time to like drown yourself in for about maybe months or even a year or so, if you
or
don't.
until your friends abandon you. And
Yeah.
level up without you.
you're just a virgin and all that shit. Fucking virgin.
Your friends paid money and they could run until earlier than you, and you have to wait till level 15 to unlock.
I think he's jabbing at you, Josh.
I know. Cause what was it? I think. Oh god, I think that was with Ajay.
I had two characters. One of them was a Sith agent, and the other one I don't fucking
Remember when Dizzle couldn't unlock the sprint skill until like level 10 or
Oh
whatever?
yeah, no. Chisel just be in the back, be like, guys, slow down, wait for me.
And then me and you did a duel, and somehow you won with the healer build.
Yeah, I know. Freaking, I was
DPS healer.
I was the operative. That's the healer for the Sith, right?
Yeah, and that was the Sith Marauder. I had two freaking lightsabers.
Yeah. And I somehow kicked your ass just because I was healing, and you got so mad at me. You're like, Josh, you're fucking healing. That's
It
where
was
you
no
won.
abilities that couldn't stun lock
I
him,
don't
so he
think
just
that
kept
was-
on healing.
I don't think that was operator, because the operator went into two classes. The operator was you either went to like a sniper later, or you turned into a like a Sith heavy trooper or something like that.
No,
I think you're talking about. I think
no.
it's-
Okay, I know what it is. The operator is either you can go medic or you can go sniper.
Yeah, but then sniper can go from sniper to like a heavy.
No,
Makes
that
sense.
was the only option. It was either sniper or mech, and that was it. And you just go off of the skills with that.
I don't know about that, but okay.
It's been a while, but like,
True.
but me personally, I think Sword Tour for story alone and replay value, I think I can't spell Sword Tour. I think to me it deserves S tier in my opinion.
It is really reminiscent of old school Bioware games where there's a lot of choice and consequence.
Yeah,
And the story. There's so much to the story. There's tons of stories.
hmm
The only thing I have to say though, where I don't think it's maybe S tier, is because there's too many free to play restrictions
yeah,
when a lot of players get in.
yeah. That's
That's
why I said like for story and like replay value alone S tier, but like when it comes to like that stuff, then I would even go as far as maybe rate that as like a C, because when it rubs freaking pay stuff in your face for a free to play game. I don't like that stuff getting thrown in my face and reminding me, hey, by the way, if you subscribe, you can get access to this instead of being a free to play member where you don't have access to it. And I'm just like, fuck you, I'm gonna play it the way I want to.
Every MMO.
Yeah,
I like money.
but like
Halo.
I still keep hearing that Final Fantasy 14 subscription is probably one of the best ones around right now.
Yeah.
So,
I do remember seeing videos for sort of jokes made when you make like sarcastic remarks, or people doing like just light side or dark side builds,
mhm.
or like the ability to do so. Like, oh yeah, you're on the Sith side, but you don't have to be a fucking dark side. Or,
Yeah,
you can be somewhat nice.
because that's what I did. Because even though I was on the Sith and then like an operator, I chose the light side stuff. The freaking Mac got mad at me when he found out I was doing good deeds as a Sith, and he's like, "Boy, what the fuck are you
I mean,
doing?"
now in the later expansions, it's possible to be like a Sith and then, convert to the Republic.
Mm-hmm. Wait, really?
Yeah, comes with the new. I think one of the new expansions adds that ability.
Oh wow! Oh wow, that's actually kind of cool. I'm gonna give Tim a point. All right, Beans, it's 11 o'clock. We'll do
Cool fact.
Beans. It's 11 o'clock. We'll speed run these next couple games.
End on me.
Yeah, we'll end on you, and then points are doubled.
Ooh.
The Twister tokens are
Go
doubled.
through real quick.
Yep, real quick.
All right, who's next?
That'll be Tim.
Well, the game is Tomb Raider. It's the 2013 reboot.
Oh, I have that on my list too. I didn't look at your list.
But
for
you
that.
said reboot series, right? Just as a whole.
Yeah, reboot series.
Well, I'm just going to talk about the first one.
Oh, okay.
So I really like this game. I think it's a successful reboot to the franchise, a great story-driven, single multiplayer experience. Gameplay is pretty much like Uncharted, but with a female lead, and she's hot. The main highlight of the game is, Lara Croft's character development. See her rise from this, vulnerable young girl to a successful survivor. Game mostly revolves around, puzzle solving, platforming, crafting, and hunting, and getting better at those skills as you progress. I like how when you rest at campfires and take the time to upgrade your gear and weapons is pretty cool. The third-person cover shooter combat is solid. I think the multiplayer is unique and fun. The only issue I have, I feel like, is there is a lack of tunes for a game called Tomb Raider. So I'd say it's like a low A tier for me.
A tier. No, I kind of agree with that. Like, from my memory of playing the first one, and like, cause like the only reboot Tomb Raiders I played was the first one, the second one, and I didn't play the third one because it was just a repeat of the other two games. So I didn't even though I think it was on Game Pass. But anyway, back to the reboot. Like, I agree with what you said. The story, I liked it. It was a good a new beginning for Lara Croft. The character development was probably the best one out of the three games, because she goes from what was her dad, an archaeologist or something?
Yeah, archaeologist.
Yeah, her dad was an archaeologist. You can tell she was kind of sheltered in a way, but she had to learn how to survive the hard way. And she pretty much just turned into a badass Tomb Raider. But like Tim said, for a game that's called Tomb Raider, there weren't really a lot of tombs for you to go in and raid. You just got in and collected a
Even
trinket in
says in
there.
the game, I hate tombs.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, wow, that's kind of ironic. But yeah, I agree. I think it's a
John,
tier.
you played the multiplayer with us, right?
I think I did, but I didn't play the game. I think I did I only played the multiplayer. So the reasoning with that is because my father bought it, thinking it was gonna be like you said, a reboot of the old one. And he tried it, but then he realized he's an imbecile. So he didn't really get that far. And then when you guys were like, "Oh yeah, we're playing this game," I was just like, "Oh, I have it. I could probably just pop in the multiplayer. I don't really know too much about the game."
Yeah.
So I do remember playing it like once or twice with you. I don't remember too well. It was a while ago.
Okay.
Anyway, going on.
Alright. 2 points for Tim. That's 6.
Man.
All right,
Okay.
Matthew.
Does anybody remember that good game Rage?
Rage, as in with the monkeys.
Is it it's the one with the giant monsters, right? Where you're eating people and destructing the city.
No.
Bro, that's
Isn't
right.
Rage a Bethesda game?
Oh wait, I
I
know what you're
think so,
talking about.
yes.
I know you're talking about Rage. Yeah, I never played it, but I know what you're talking about.
Is it valid in this conversation?
Well, who does it? Did anyone else play Rage besides Matt?
Yeah, I didn't play it.
Nope, never played it.
Ugh.
God damn it, Matt.
You son of a I don't even know if this stream can hear your sound effects.
No,
They
they can.
Oh, fuck you, John. Shit, under pressure.
Never played
Shoot
shit.
down.
Under
Shit.
pressure.
Quake 2?
Ah! You forced me to play that.
What?
Multiplayer? Split screen?
Quake 2?
Yeah. Or one of the
When the-
Quakes. Or was it
When
Arena?
the fuck?
Possibly.
Oh,
Sounds
that's
like
probably Arena.
sounds
That's
like
Quake 3. That's probably Quake 3.
yeah.
Never mind. My bad.
Oh.
You made me play one of them multiplayer with you.
Bitch.
You were feeling old that day.
That I was feeling it. Well, freaking son of a bitch. Shit.
Father probably played Quake too.
Armored Core 4 answer?
Well, the what's it called of the knowing the game is at least knowing the game. I do know of the game. I think you did show me a little bit of it. So
I think I showed you the mix I made.
Probably not. Yeah, and I think one of the missions that you said was just like absolutely fucked up or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, I remember Matt showing us that. I remember that.
Oh, okay, so that was okay. That wasn't just me.
Yeah.
I like how I have more games that you people have fucking played.
Oh,
This
that's true.
list.
So I mean, it's
God.
up to you if you want to try to continue with that one. We
I
won't be able
mean-
to or disagree.
It's Josh makes the rules. He makes the
true.
rules. We are the overseers. We follow the rules.
Yeah,
Or
Josh.
bend them. I bend them.
What is your judgment, Joshua?
If Matt really wants to talk about this one, then fine, I'll allow it.
What the fuck?
Just this once.
Well, wait. If the next one nobody's played it, I'll talk about that one.
Okay.
Hey, Taz Wanted.
Never heard of that.
You all can go to fucking hell. Okay, so Armored Core. Oh, fucking go to hell. I fucking had a childhood in gaming. God damn it. Okay, Armored Core for answer. You're basically a mercenary, getting jobs from all these different companies. Which a lot of the companies are kind of like actual world companies. They're complete shit, backstabbing bastards. You do around odd jobs, fucking over the other companies. Fighting for one company, fighting another company. Yeah, it's a lot of this corporate scheming bullshit. There's one good faction, Lion Arc. They're last true good humans living on the damn surface of the planet. Planet's gone to shit. Fight giant fortresses at various points, depending on which company you're up against. I mean, fucking America has an arms fort that it's a giant train that's like
You motherfucker.
as tall as the Empire State Building, kind of shit, something like that. And it's called the Wall. It's like that is GA America. That's America's fucking shit, right? That's Trump piloting that shit.
Can the wall just get 8 feet higher?
Make
So-
it 8 feet higher.
Oh god. So there is a point, you can't do all the missions in the first playthrough. Stuff splits here and there. You can either be, you can either be the good person you are, do what's good. You can fall in line with the corporation and end with their story, which yeah, it's kind of shitty. Or you can join Orca, the terrorist group, which has good intentions actually for the world, which is why I like them. I like Orca.
You like good
But
intentions.
there's another split in Orca to where you can just be a genocidal maniac. So there's these giant. So there's nobody really living on the Earth. They're on these giant airships. Well, you can split in the Orca story. Go with the one member who is bloodthirsty. You can go up to where these airships are, and you can destroy them. And in the mission, you kill 100 million people in a few minutes.
God damn.
Damn.
But then that leads to the hardest mission of the game, which you have to fight 4 enemy mechs. And my god, that was a grueling fucking task.
This literally is fucking Dark Souls, but with mechs.
You know what? I think the same people made that game.
Well, yeah,
It is the same people.
it's from software.
So yeah, okay, yeah, I guess yeah, it was Dark Souls.
God damn.
Like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Yep, it's bullshit.
God damn.
Like that mission I think took like 20 something tries before I figured out like you can kind of have one mech follow you outside of the walls of the area into the ocean, and then you can just fight one-on-one, and then you kind of just keep leading them out so you don't have to fight all 4 at once. I was like, ooh, this is cheesy, but nope, it's the accepted strategy apparently.
Jeez.
I thought it was being cheesy.
The path
Right, there's that.
the path to hell is often paved in good intentions.
Is it though?
And 100 million souls
I
coming
was gonna
falling
say,
from the sky.
That's literally an old ass proverb, and it's mostly true.
Hey, listen, man. If I get a good cheesecake out of it, I'll do anything.
Okay, now I know how to get Josh to do shit for me. Okay.
Anyway,
It's sarcasm.
Oh, I was gonna buy you a whole ass cheesecake, and I was gonna give you a gun and say, "Go kill that man."
Oh,
I was gonna
well,
peanut butter on my
count
dick
me
and-
in. All right, what are you ranking, Matt?
An A, ranking an A.
Hey,
It's got a lot of replayability.
all right. Armor.
Plus, you can build your own mechs and shit like that. So,
Armor Core 4, you said?
Armor Core 4 Answer, FOR Answer. I mean, I think technically, I think people still call it Armor Core 4 Answer.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a 4 and then there's a 4 Answer. I think they're in the same, just grouped in the same shit.
Mm,
Okay. I'll
okay,
give.
where's his coins?
Let's see.
I get none for all the games that none of you play.
Now Matt will get a point, just because there was a
Oh,
lot of
thank you.
games that Levis didn't play.
Thank you.
All right,
All right, John.
my turn, and this was gonna be a goodie, but I'm gonna rank it weird because of a really odd reason. But whatever. Anyway, Call of Duty: World at War on the 360.
I agree with this. What rank?
Yes.
Wait, what are you ranking it?
I'm gonna give it. See now, I didn't really do the multiplayer, which is that's what the Call of Duties are always known for, obviously. And there were some things throughout the game that were quite stolen from movies, as far as like certain scenes, and you'll know once I explain it. I'm gonna give it a B overall,
B.
like a high B, because I don't want to say a low A, a high B, right? So anyway, obviously the gist of the game. You play as different characters through the whole World War II thing. You play as in Russia. You play as the American team. Whatever. You know the story. Long story short, the reason I gave it such a low score is the whole a good chunk of the Russian section is just enemy at the gates, and you're just playing it. That's
Mhm.
essentially what that whole first couple of missions is. Which is it's okay. It's a cool scene because I watched Enemy at the Gates and I was just like, oh my god, I know this fucking scene. But anyway. But overall, I absolutely love the game. The multiplayer was meh. I didn't like that it had pre-made classes and you really couldn't do too much. But I didn't really play it, so I don't really care. I did like that the gore was still in there for multiplayer. So that was
Oh yeah,
something
that was the
really
best part.
Yeah, someone stepped on a mine and you just see
The legs
like,
just come
how,
off.
yeah. I was just like, oh fuck, okay, this is gritty.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what I loved about World at War. The game was gritty as fuck. I loved absolutely everything about it. The flamethrower scenes were my favorite. Look, they had sizzling sounds, man. Like the Japs were like, ah!
Yo, this guy needs a psychiatrist.
And you
man.
just
I know.
literally hear like the sizzling sound.
I
coming
mean,
off
we
the
all need help, but John needs the most help.
whatever. Just never give me access to a flamethrower. There's one on retail for $3,400 and something dollars. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, the game was gritty as fuck. The missions were great. The whole action weapons were amazing. The storytelling was okay, very movie-esque, but I mean, all Call of Duties are very movie-like anyway. So it's like I'm not too surprised. Like the Pacific parts of the movie actually did seem like the TV show, The Pacific, that was out at that time period. Or no, I think that came out after. Maybe I'm referencing another movie. Anyway, long story short, there was a lot of like just copy and paste from movies, which is why I brought it down. But overall, the gameplay was amazing. I loved it. Voice acting was great. Sound design was awesome. And I guess just replayability, because it's just like, yeah, you go down it's a linear game, like I said, all most Call of Duties are. But like it gave you enough of like a slight difference, like, oh, I could walk down this way. I mean, yeah, it didn't change much. It was just an L-shaped, trench, but made me feel like it was different. But yes, the screams, the lovely, lovely screams.
The screams, the terrible screams.
And I still
Well.
see people actually modding the game to this day, changing certain things, like doing like realism mods and shit like that change like the uniforms and the graphics and everything till this day. So I mean, it's actually like there's still a good cult following with it. And
Yeah.
once in a while, I mean, not that long ago, I actually fucking plugged it back in and played it like not that long ago. And I was just like, I miss this game. This was great. Like,
Yeah,
it's one
I
of
like
the
the
few
memories.
Call of Duty. It was one of the few Call of Duty campaigns that I didn't finish in a day. Like, it literally took multiple days to beat the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of good fun memories with that.
Anybody else have anything to add in?
I would like to add in that, John, you should just go buy a pressure washer, fill it with a mixture of gasoline and diesel, and just put a lighter at the end of the pressure washer tube.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Listen, no, don't give him any fucking ideas. What the fuck is wrong with you?
John, remember, gasoline, some diesel. You gotta
'Cause-
mix it.
No, because knowing Jenna, she's gonna just go like, ooh, power washer, and fucking try to use it, not realizing that it's fucking,
It won't ignite though. It has to have an igniter.
uh-huh.
Oh,
Well,
wow, this is
that's why I
cleaning
said
really
you-
weird.
That's why I said you put the little flame at the
Yeah,
bottom.
since they put a torch at the end, that'll keep it lit.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, if you just want to make a fire, you do whoosh, gasoline only. If you want it to stick a little bit, you throw some diesel in there with it, and it sticks.
Yeah, if you really want it to be sticky, gooey, and weird, just put some styrofoam in it.
Okay,
Oh.
John, it's a fucking pressure washer.
It'll shoot it out.
Don't dunk the shit up.
It doesn't matter. You're only using it until you blow up.
Okay, so aside from how to make a flamethrower,
All right.
let's continue.
Well,
Yeah.
John's at 8, and just moving on next. I know you guys have work tomorrow. That
Oh, shit.
means John wins.
What? No extra points for telling you how to make a flamethrower at a decent cost? Decent
No,
value?
if anything, because of that, Matt, you lost 2 points. You're down to 3.
Wow!
Yes, that's what you get. Freaking psycho. But anyway, so so Matt's at 3, John's at 8, Tim is at 6. So this means that John's gonna be the host for the next episode. So now whatever that topic is for that episode is totally up to you. Totally up to you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a minute on that one. First thing that came to mind was favorite melee weapon, but we can't really sit there and talk about the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's not like we actually used them, all right? It's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
in video games and media, anything. Like, just,
Uh-huh.
hey, I really want to use that. That'd be my thing. I don't know.
Oh god.
Or your preferred weapon. Y'all played
Hmm.
freaking Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and all that. You guys have your preferred. And Monster Hunter and all that.
Mhm.
The majority of mine is going to be from Skyrim.
Yeah.
The bastard sword. That's my go-to weapon. The end.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Nah,
like
man, Serpent Greatsword, man.
But yeah, I'll let you guys know what my subject will be. Might be something interesting. Might be something tier worthy. I have no idea. Could be just a discussion. Who knows?
Yeah, that's
If if we do a tier thing, like I know it's just a podcast, but just for us, do like the build like the little website, get the little tiers on there.
Oh, the tier list website.
Yeah, and then just add that into the stream it onto here, just so we can keep up with it.
Yeah, it actually would be pretty smart. Now I think about it.
Like those President AI videos where they do that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There you go.
All right, well, this was fun. This concludes the first episode of the podcast, the Fools Podcast. We started our game tier list. We'll probably pick this episode or this topic up again at a later point.
Yeah, we still got more on the list, dude.
Yeah, I know. We still got a while to go. But yeah, you can find me on Twitch like how I am now, XMrFoolX. If Matt, John, and Tim have anything to say to conclude this episode.
Don't try to find me. I'll kill you.
That's my response.
Tim, you have anything to say to conclude this episode?
It's 21 minutes past 11. Isn't that a sin?
Oh, yeah. We all gotta go to bed.
Wow.
But,
You've awoken the boss.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and listening to this, whatever you're doing, either you're on the pooper or whatever. So
Probably
it's
sleeping now.
yeah, probably sleeping now. We probably snoozed you. All right, but until next week, we will just stay tuned. All right, good night.